We started Assisting Hands Home Care because we wanted to provide caregivers that we would welcome into our own home.
Our caregivers are the heart of Assisting Hands. They're all trained to provide in-home care, as well as being bonded, insured, background checked and trained in CPR and first aid.
When we knew that we needed a caregiver, Assisting Hands was out at our house that day. And by that afternoon, they had 2 people that were perfect for Pappy's personality.
Assisting Hands Home Care.
Quality home care you can trust.
We welcome you back to the program, and happy to join us again on the program with the nice folks, the Brady Bunch, as we like to call them.
Yeah.
Dr. Bill Brady and Judy Brady with Assisting Hands Home Care. Welcome back to both of you.
Thank you.
Good to have you on the program today. Let's talk a bit about maybe the confusion that exists maybe in my mind and maybe in the minds of some folks. We talk about your organization, Assisting Hands Home Care. We hear the terms home care, home health care. Is it the same thing or not?
Actually, no. Home health care is medical. The people that are working in home health are medically trained and have certification in some aspect, whether it be a nurse or a CNA. Home care is non-medical. We provide caregiving services in homes such as personal care and errands. But we are not. We do not do anything that's medically advised. We don't. The doctor does not have to prescribe our care. A doctor does have to prescribe home health care.
What about things like, for example, as people get older, they tend to get more prescriptions, and sometimes compliance. I know from a doctor's standpoint, compliance is something you, I think, are concerned about. If a prescription has been given to somebody, there's a reason for them to have that medication, and it's nice if they take it when they're supposed to take it, how they're supposed to take it, with meals, without meals, whatever it might be. Can your folks kind of serve as a gentle reminder? Mr. Jones, don't forget you have to take that pill before lunch. They can do that, right?
Absolutely, and this is, we all need help sometimes in keeping track of our prescriptions and what time we're supposed to be taking our medicines and everything, and our caregivers are totally trained to help with all of this.
They can't administer it, but they can remind.
That's exactly
They play a
correct.
pretty important part in that. They actually can have a schedule, and they follow the schedule, and they can actually put the prescriptions in front of a patient and have them take the prescription. They can actually put it in their hand. So
Yeah.
they can actually almost administer it in a plate.
Almost, yeah.
They're close, but
right.
not quite.
But things like we're talking about home injections and those kinds of things, that's really over in that other area, that home health area.
Yes, exactly.
Right, so we have to designate that. We have a lot of situations in this community where people are dealing with an individual. Somebody recommends somebody else, hire this person to come take care of your loved one, as opposed to dealing with an agency like yours. We've talked about this before, but what are some of the risks there?
Well, you really want to deal with a reputable agency because a reputable agency makes sure that there is not a big risk factor involved. We do a full background check. We train our caregivers in specific disorders so that they know what they're working with in the home. And a reputable agency does the tax withholding and does all of the checks and make sure that person, workman's comp, and make sure that the taxes are being paid. And if you have an accident in a home and you are not dealing with an agency, the person that lives in that home is responsible to take care of the caregiver.
We could have a reversal almost here.
You could, because basically there is no workman's comp coverage on that caregiver if they are not hired by a reputable agency.
Okay, so there's the risk if they're reaching up on that top shelf to pull down something you've asked them to bring and they slip off the chair, you as the homeowner, as the client, as the patient, could have a liability issue on your hands there.
And we see that happening.
Okay.
We see that happening all the time.
So the folks that work for you are, first of all, you don't just pick them up at the local five and dime. You do I'm sure a background check and a training process.
We hire people that have had experience in caregiving. And we can be very picky because there's some really wonderful people out there. But we can be very picky in how we hire them. We do personality checks on them. We also do, which is unique to our agency. We also do, as I said, the full federal and state background check.
Right.
And we do a driver's check on them so that they have if they're going to be driving.
So if someone needs to be driven to the doctor's office or visit a friend
Yeah,
or go to
the
the store,
DMV.
sure, that's very important as well. As you may imagine, there are lots of people that provide this kind of service, of the home care type of service. What sets you folks apart? I mean, it's hard to brag on yourself maybe, but
I think we're unique because we have a small company, and we are very careful about how our interaction is with the caregivers as well as our clients. And so we can really give them personal care that a lot of the larger companies probably can't do as well.
so it sounds like you do almost like these dating services on TV. You really want to match the client with the caregiver.
We go to a lot of trouble to do that, match those very well.
And then it doesn't always work. You might have to make a change from time to time.
If the client's not happy or if the caregiver it doesn't feel like we have a good fit, we will certainly reevaluate and make it work.
Right.
Make it work with a new caregiver.
How does the process work? How does somebody go about contacting you and actually getting that right person to help in the home?
Well, the first thing we do that's very important once somebody does contact us is to do a home visit. And we go out personally and meet with the client in their home and evaluate what they're looking for, and then we write a personal prescription for that care that person wants, so that we know, and then we train our caregiver in what the needs are. So it's very personalized.
In some cases, it might just be a few hours a week. In some cases, lots of hours. And that, again, depends on the situation, I guess.
We have 24-hour care, and we have 4 hours care a week. It's really up to what the needs are of the person.
Right. And you might talk to the family members as well if they're at least nearby or close enough.
We always try to
close
get them
enough to
involved.
get on the phone at least with you.
Yeah.
And talk to the family members. And that's one of the issues that we see in this community. A lot of the folks that live here, maybe their kids or their grandkids or whatever live in another city, even another state, so they really can't be here to watch mom and dad all the time. But you can interface with them via all the great electronics we have today.
Yeah, it makes it really easy nowadays to be able to email or to be able to talk with them personally
Great.
on the phone.
We have the phone number on the screen, 650-2550. People can call and get more information and get that home visit first step and get the help they need.
Great.
Great. We thank you both for joining us. Good to have you on the show today.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Bill Brady, Judy Brady with Assisting Homes Healthcare. Again, for more information, give them a call, 650-2550, and find out how they might be able to assist you or somebody that you're caring for. We'll be coming back with more as our program continues for today. Stay with us.
We started Assisting Hands Home Care because we wanted to provide caregivers that we would welcome into our own home.
Our caregivers are the heart of Assisting Hands. They're all trained to provide in-home care.
We tailor our services to fit your needs, one morning a week or around the clock.
My dad really looks forward to his evenings. He's been extremely happy with Assisting Hands. His cocktail comes just like he likes it every night, and the meals are outstanding.
Assisting Hands Home Care.
Quality home care you can trust.